What
Yeah.
is the ideal length for the letter? Like, I feel like I write too much, if I'm being honest. Like, what is good for you guys? One page? Like, I don't know. I think I write too much.
I think one page is fine. Well, here's a question I have though. To me, I find it useful if you fill out that grid with, because you can build on it, right? It can save you times. Again, the letter you're writing is going to go to the same 20 colleges or 15 or whatever number of colleges, right? But that form, if you fill it out, can tell us something else. I forget what the 5 things that we ask, right? And so I think one page is more than enough. Page and a half, if you'd like. But what we're doing when we're reading that letter is we're looking for quotes or highlighting. Again, the old days, highlighting the example that we're taking just quick notes. But I don't know, Heidi, what what do you think?
First of all, you all write outstanding letters. That's why you're
Yeah,
here. But I guess I would say, Kaitlin, I feel like it's not, it's going to sound silly. It's really not so much about length. Like a 1-page letter that's well written is really just as effective as like a 2-page letter. Like that's, sometimes you just have so much to say about a student, right? It spills over. But I think also part of what we're looking for is this kind of like a cohesive narrative. Like you know them in a classroom, but you also know these kids to some extent, at least, pandemic, Zoom, whatever, but like, these kids outside of the classroom, right? And there's kind of there's a coherency that you can help bring, because we're looking at all these pieces of their story, and we're looking at pieces from the school about the setting, and we're looking at pieces of boxes they've checked off. And honestly, lots of school counselors aren't all that helpful in their letters, because your school counselors are just swamped and have pretty generic things. Some of them are great, but so kind of your letter, Kaitlin, to me is that like really good letters, you can just kind of see that student as they like who they are when they enter into their room, how they bring themselves into that room, kind of how they're taking what they're learning from your room, and as Jaime said, going out and trying to do other things with it. A couple of memorable specific examples that help us kind of see that arc. That's it. I think that's about a page. I think if it's much less than a page, like you can't kind of connect those dots, but we don't need 15 examples of it.
Yeah.
Right. A couple of good memorable examples, sticky examples, and we're like good to go.